Welcome, trolls. First sees all.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Bruce Sees All Research channel. It's all thanks to you guys and gals, the community. It's what makes the channel. I can't thank you all enough for coming back to watch the videos. Thanks to those, especially in these hard times, that are on a patron on the Patreon page, and those who give to the funds when you guys can. And I thank you all so much for the interest in the research. This is an object beside the moon that appeared like 4 or 5 flashes, one retarded, one behind the other, right? The moon was this size right here. We're going to look at some UFOs on the surface right after this shot. This is an infrared capture. What's that doing there? There's another one here. No, I'm kidding. I deliberately put that in. I love it, capturing some of these. And those are more rare. It's obviously something spiraling through space. But aside from that, we're going to talk about lights on the moon that change intensities of light. That's pretty incredible. We'll see it in reverse too, because I want you guys to see exactly what we're looking at. So imagine, you're on the moon, and don't forget, I know I'm going to be repeating this, but it's important that I do. Bob Lazar talks about these reactors. If this is a type of reactor with the element 115 that creates antimatter, an antimatter reactor, meaning it's going to create antimatter, and when that antimatter is released in the air and touches matter, which is the surrounding air around this craft or vessel, whatever it may be, it's going to illuminate, and it's going to be it could have photons coming from it. I mean, it's totally charged, because what happens, there's 100% energy that is produced when antimatter and matter collide. So here's the UFO on the surface, a lot closer. So basically, we're close just so that you can see this object is going to lift, and it's going to get smaller in size as it goes outwards. So there are some coming to and from the moon, and this is the east side of the moon where we see them arriving and going, like coming and leaving. But I've also seen some on the north side, the bottom side. It's just the west side so far. I haven't seen them lifting off yet, but it's not because they don't lift off on that side too. Here's one of my most incredible findings. We're seeing cloud surface, natural or not. There's a definite haze, thick. And look at the lights that light up, my friends, after that one too. So I'm serious there. This is scary. Boundary lines. It looks like there's only 3 of them in a triangular shape, right? If you have good eyes, you saw there was another one at the end of that. So now we're looking at actually 4 lights in this footage, and we're going to see it, I think, best with a purple filter, because right now there's no filter. So let's see this. Wow. Purple filter. Check it out. 4 lights are going to appear. 1 dim at the end, barely seen. A cloud forms, lights, 1, 2, and 3. Here with the inversion. Pretty cool to be able to see that under the cloud haze. And honestly, I have not gotten any attention from any channel of that, any big channel of that. And it's something pretty incredible, I find. Anyways, Eratosthenes crater. Check it out. The smoke or haze, again, traveling over top of Eratosthenes crater. We're going to see it completely zoomed out to know exactly where we are. We're at the end of the Apennine Mountains. Eratosthenes is an amazing crater that has a line that runs right across it. Can you see that line on the right and the left? It's the same crater with different inversions, filters, and check it out. Here, straight up inversion, watch this. Square object or boundary lines, again, they're all over the moon in the center of Eratosthenes, and look at the massive line going by, right? So let's zoom completely out, and I mean absolutely completely out, to see both the Apennine Mountains and Eratosthenes. Just a quick shot so you'll know exactly where we are. Remember what it looked like. There's the Apennine Mountains, beautiful, and there's Eratosthenes just on the bottom where you see where the mountains communicate right up to the crater, and that line runs right across. But this one is probably not using element 115, but it has what? Gases? What the heck? Biological creatures. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Astrophotography. Squeaky. Ace of Space. Isn't that your favorite one? Huh? One that bugs you the most? Yep. Gases coming from a UFO. And this one is a bright cloud. Could be element 115, actually. Eh? It could be something. It's causing a chemical reaction. That's without a doubt. We can clearly see that it's a chemical reaction. I believe there are biological creatures on the moon, and probably very, very large. Here's something, again, very spectacular. Look at it. It's not me zooming in. The tree on the right's remaining the same, and you'll see it later too. It's even going to take off. Yeah, it's stationary. It's right over the house. It's so low that it's either my imagination or I see a light right beside it. It's flickering right outside of the craft or whatever, the ball of light. And there again, another flash. And you know what else? I was so freaked out that because it was really close, that I was feeling either a magnetic force field or my imagination, but it was so close I was horrified. That was the first time, and there it is, leaving. You'll see it again. Oh, it's not leaving yet. It's getting small, then it's going to get big. And I'm not zooming in or out, and you're going to see it leave while I'm looking right at the star, right at the trees there. Keeping the trees in focus, or not, I guess. But you're still going to see it leave. Will we see it with the trees? I hope so. Just would have been cooler. I think we will. So just, yeah, watch what's happening. This thing's contracting, right? Expanding, contracting, expanding, contracting. And then, boom, it's gone. And it just leaves straight out into space. All right, do you understand? You're looking at a stationary UFO that's expanding and contracting over the house with a fireball or something that's right beside it. And of course, we see it as a fireball, whether it be the element 115, the gases, whatever. Check it out. This is the UFO, which is totally looks like a star, right? Look beside it, what's going to happen. You're going to see two flashes, but especially a ball that appears right beside it once in a while that flickers on, and you'll see a flash coming from this. And this, say to yourself, this is the UFO that's stationary, so low that I can see it through the trees off to the side of me. Obviously, no, it's not in the ground, but it's still low. There is the flash that you saw. So this is stationary over the house, and then here, you're going to see it fly off right here. So there it is, fading off into the night. And it's like, it's fast. It's like 3, 2, 1, it's gone. It gets very, very small and far away. And there it is. Even with the flash at the end. Did you see that? You literally see the flash. Here, a UFO on the moon that decides to light up, and smoke again comes from the UFO. All right, let's get into really interesting details. You're looking at clouds on the surface of the moon. Don't ask me what type of clouds they are. Sulfur clouds, natural clouds, unnatural clouds, mist hazes, optical illusions from our eyes. Could be. I'm not going to fight anybody. But there's something, happening. And that's that the UFOs are going in and out of this mist or haze. That's something I tried to prove in the research, which was very helpful, seems to me, in concluding if something's up there on the moon. Look at what we're looking at. It's incredible to see the object moving, whether it be natural or not, whether it be a storm. Some people say, yeah, but Bruce, it might be a storm. It doesn't mean it's biological creature. Christopher Stanger, Gerald, Dally, and Crawlface. Thanks again, guys, for the generous contributions. Merci, Benoit.
This is Houston. Say again, please.